Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another holiday look because why not? I'm like really into the holiday spirit. I'm actually going to put my tree up right after I finish this video. But anyway, this is the look that I came up with today. This is a silver and gold makeup look. And I came up with this because I kept trying to decide, do I want to do something with silver today? Do I want to do something with gold? I kept going back and forth and I said, you know what? Let me test the waters and I'm going to do both and see what we come up with. I really like this look. I hope y'all do too. And I'm going to show y'all how I came up with it. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sonia. I go by Sister Philly on YouTube. Please consider subscribing to my channel and following me on social media. I would really appreciate it. And of course, for those of you who are already supporting my channel and you're already subscribed, thank y'all so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for coming back today. Let's get started with my silver and gold holiday makeup look. Okay, I am starting off with Fenty foundation today. And I'm going to be using the color 340. I'm mixing 340 and 380 together. So in the last holiday makeup look that I did, I used my Too Faced foundation. So I wanted something that was just a bit more flawless looking for today. And this one, I think this one has a more flawless finish than the Too Faced foundation. And it has a nice, like a soft matte finish. And I try to stay away from matte finishes like that in the winter time, but this one isn't all that bad because it's like a soft matte. It's not like a super matte foundation. So I think this one will be okay for this type of weather. It's like really cold and windy outside today. Next, I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the one I use in like every single tutorial. This one is in the color Mocha. I'm going to use this to conceal under my eyes and highlight the center of my face. And I'm going to blend it out with a brush. I said in the last video that I do this with a brush just to give me like a little bit fuller coverage. It takes longer, but the coverage is a little more full compared to blending this out with a sponge. And I'm just making sure that I'm getting like right in the corner of my eye. And I'm also bringing it up like on the side of my nose a little bit. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna use that to blend out my chin and my forehead. Okay, so this is what my base is looking like. This particular foundation, it dries down to like a soft, like a powdery matte, so I don't feel the need to set it. And I'm also not gonna set my under eye area because it gets kind of dry this time of year. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then we're gonna go right into the eyeshadow. Okay, my brows are finally done. I have my primer on already, so we're gonna jump right into the eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using two palettes today, and the first one is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. My palette is kind of dirty. I don't know why, because I haven't used this in a long time. I think that this was like the holiday release from Lorac last year, I feel like. So this is what the palette looks like. And I am gonna start off with, I'm sorry, it's really dirty, but I'm gonna start off with the color Mahogany, which is this brown shade here. I'm gonna use that as my transition. So I'm gonna be putting that kind of like right in my crease area. All right, next I'm going in with the Festival palette from Juvia's Place. And I'm gonna go in with this silvery color up here. I'm gonna put that on the inner part of my lid. I'm gonna use a small flat brush first. This is the M124 brush. And I'm gonna use this to get the color like right in the inner corner here. And I may decide to go on top of this with another silver color. I'm not sure yet, because I feel like this one might be just a little like too bright, but we'll see. I'm actually going to just stick with this brush to put it on the rest of my lid. I only have like a little bit of lid area left. And I think I'm gonna go on top of it with my finger because I feel like the brush is not giving me like a smooth application. So I'm gonna go on top of this with my finger and just rub it over that area. So when I applied that shadow with my fingers, it was giving me some fallout. So I don't know if you caught it on camera, but I am wiping away the fallout as I notice it, just so that it won't collect very quickly, because I can never remember to put powder on my face when I'm doing my eyeshadow for some reason. But I'm gonna go on to the outer part of my lid, and I'm gonna take this gold color here, and I'm gonna apply that to the outer part. Usually when I use this palette though, it doesn't give me fallout, but this actually might be the first time that I used the palette and applied it with my finger, now that I'm thinking about it. But normally when I'm using my my brushes, this particular one, I like this palette so much because it's so pigmented and there's like no fallout. So I do kind of feel like the silver on my eye is a bit too white. And if you look at this color here, it is like a very, very bright white silver. And I feel like I want it to be toned down a little bit. So I am gonna go back into my Lorac palette. And this is the reason I picked out this Lorac palette for today. I'm gonna go into this color here, Steel Wool. And I'm going to place that on top of the silver from the Juvia's Place palette. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the gold. I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess and turn it over and use the other side. The only thing that I don't really care for with this particular palette is that the shades, like the formula is like super powdery. So I feel like that makes it kind of hard to work with. I feel that way about the ABH palettes too. So if you're familiar with those, I feel like these shadows are like very powdery like that. So I hope you can see on this particular eye, the silver, to me, it looks a bit more silver and not as white. So that's what I was going for. I'm gonna stick with the Lorac palette, and now I'm gonna go in with this color Blackberry. This one is just a little deeper in color than the first shade that I put on in my crease. So I'm just gonna use that color to just very slightly deepen the crease area a little bit, and just to add just a touch of definition right here. Okay, and then I'm going back into the first brown shade that we used, and I'm just gonna try and soften out the look a little bit. Just diffusing it so that it looks more polished and more put together up here. Okay, I added a little bit of eyeliner. I used the Essence Pure Nude eyeliner, and I put a little bit of that on the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm gonna go back into this gold color first, this gold color here, and I'm gonna place that right on top of the eyeliner. I'm just patting it on. And then I'm gonna go directly underneath that with this shade Mahogany. That's the shade that I use to, in my crease area. So I'm just kind of brushing that on directly under that gold. And I'm also dragging it up so that it is connecting with the shadow on my top lash. And I'm also going to drag it in the center just a little bit, just so that there's not like a harsh stop on my lower lash line. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. I'm gonna zoom y'all back out so we can finish off with the rest of the face. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 40 Dark, and I'm gonna use this to bronze a little bit. So I'm taking some of it on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna very lightly bronze my forehead with this. Then I'm just taking a smaller, more tapered brush. I'm gonna stick with the same powder, and I'm gonna bronze my cheeks and my jawline with this. Then I'm gonna use another, yet smaller brush, and I'm gonna very lightly bronze my nose, just to give that some definition. One of the things I love about this powder is that I feel like if I wanted to, I could use it as a contour also. So I'm basically contouring my nose with this, but it works as a bronzer on the rest of my face. I'm gonna be using my Note Cosmetics blush in the color Desert Rose today. Y'all hear me talk about this blush a lot because I really like it. And every time I try to go and use like my ABH blush, or I have another blush from Milani that I really like. And every once in a while I'll pick those up just to revisit them, and I always come back to this Note Cosmetics blush. I think it's like the perfect blush for my skin tone. So y'all know I usually don't do gold highlighters, but because we're doing like a silver and gold look today, I'm gonna be going in with the ABH Amrezy highlighter. And this is actually one of my favorite highlighters, even though it is gold. It's just really pretty. And every time I put it on, I just keep looking at it and I'm just like, it's so pretty. So I'm using this, just to tie in with that whole silver and gold theme today. I am gonna go in a little bit heavier than I normally would with my highlighter today. Nothing too crazy, but it's a holiday look, so I'm just, sprucing it up a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to a fan brush to hit my brow bone with this. In this area too, I'm going in a little heavier than I normally would, just to make sure that we can really see the sparkle today. And I'm also gonna use this to highlight my inner corner. So I actually feel like that's not enough highlight for this particular look. I'm gonna go on top of the highlighter that I just put on my inner corner. I'm gonna go on top of it with this shade here. I just want it to, brighten up a little bit. All right, let me know what y'all think, but I think that looks better. I'm gonna set everything in place with some setting spray. I'm also gonna put on some eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back. All right, that took like 20 minutes, but going on to lips, I'm gonna start off with my NYX lip liner in brown. And then I'm gonna take two of my Makeup Revolution lip toppers. This one is in silver. This one is called Exquisite, and this is the silver one. This one is called Luxurious, and it's the gold one. I'm just gonna mix the two of them together. So I'm gonna put one on my lower lip, the other on my top lip, and just fuse them together and see what we come up with. I love these lip toppers. Even the gold one, like I'm not into gold all like that, but I really like these. And I'm just smearing them together. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the silver one. I think my lips just look a little bit more gold than they do silver. All right, so I had a really hard time trying to pick out a pair of earrings to go with this because I was thinking something not quite as flashy because the makeup is so flashy. But anyway, this is my finished look. This is my silver and gold holiday makeup look. Here is another look at the eyes. I really hope that y'all like the way that it came out. This is definitely very different for me. I've never done something with silver and gold together. I've been trying to like dabble in gold here and there just to like break out of my comfort zone, but this is definitely something different for me. But I do really like it. Let me know, give me your honest opinion and let me know what you think about it. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to connect with me in the comments before you head out. And I hope to see y'all back for my next video. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.